You've been waiting for motivation your whole life. You're waiting right now, but here's the brutal truth. Motivation doesn't exist the way you think it does. And the sooner you stop chasing it, the sooner you'll actually accomplish something. Let's talk about what's really holding you back. Most people believe motivation comes first. You get motivated, then you take action. That's backwards. Here's what actually happens: you take action first, then motivation follows. Think about the last time you forced yourself to go to the gym when you didn't feel like it. You didn't feel motivated walking in, but halfway through your workout, suddenly you felt energized. That's momentum, not motivation. Psychologists call this the action consequence loop. Your brain releases dopamine after you do something difficult, not before. So, waiting to feel motivated is like waiting for a fire to start before lighting the match. The myth is so powerful that people spend years stuck, waiting for some magical feeling that might never come. So, why do you feel unmotivated all the time? There's a gap between who you want to be and who you actually are right now. That gap creates discomfort. Your brain hates discomfort, so it tries to close the gap two ways. First way, you actually change yourself. You build discipline, take action, grow. The gap shrinks. Second way, you lower your expectations. You tell yourself you don't really want that goal anyway. You rationalize. You quit. Most people choose the second way because it's easier. There's no discomfort in lowering your standards, but here's what separates people who achieve things from people who don't. They're willing to sit in that gap. They feel unmotivated and do it anyway. The writer Stephen King doesn't wait to feel inspired. He sits down every single day at 2,000 words, whether he feels like it or not. Motivation comes later, after the work is done. The longer you wait for motivation, the bigger the gap grows. And the bigger the gap, the harder it gets to close. So if motivation is fake, what actually works? Identity, not goals, not willpower, identity. Here's the difference: goal based thinking, I want to write a book. Identity based thinking, I am a writer. When you tie your actions to your identity, motivation becomes irrelevant. You don't negotiate with yourself. A runner doesn't wake up and think, do I feel like running today? A runner runs because they're a runner. This is why New Year's resolutions fail. You're trying to change behavior without changing identity. You set a goal to get fit, but you still see yourself as someone who doesn't work out. So your actions stay the same. But when you shift identity first, I'm someone who prioritizes my health, the actions follow naturally. Here's how to build identity based habits. Step 1: define the identity, not the outcome. I'm disciplined. I'm creative. I'm someone who finishes what I start. Step 2: take one tiny action that proves it. A writer writes 100 words. A reader reads one page. A gym person does one workout. Step 3: repeat. Every time you act, you reinforce the identity. And identity is way more motivating than any goal. The best part? Once you have the identity, you don't need motivation anymore. You just need consistency. Let me show you how this works in real life. Sarah wanted to lose weight. For years, she set goals. Lose 20 pounds by summer. It never worked. Then she shifted her identity. I'm someone who takes care of my body. That one shift changed everything. She didn't need motivation to skip dessert. She just asked herself, is this what someone who takes care of their body eats? The answer was usually no. She didn't need willpower to go to the gym. She just thought, this is what I do. Not, this is something I'm forcing myself to do. Within 8 months, she'd lost the weight. Not because she found motivation, but because she stopped trying to become a different person and started acting like the person she wanted to be. And here's the kicker: the motivation came after. Once she saw results, once the identity stuck, motivation showed up naturally. But it was never the starting point. So here's what you need to do: stop chasing motivation. Stop waiting to feel like it. Stop setting outcome goals and hoping willpower carries you. Instead, decide who you are. Act like that person today, even if it feels fake, even if you don't feel like it. Take action, then motivation will follow. That's not a guarantee. That's how your brain actually works. Now go do something, whether you feel like it or not.